Welcome to episode 109 of Enter the Mind podcast, the most real talk, no nonsense podcast on the empowering of the mind. Today, we're going to be talking about sunshine and rainbows. And I'm being for real. I'm not speaking literally. Of course, we're not going to be talking about the science of sunshine, but we're going to be talking about metaphorical sunshine, right, Kyra? So what's something that you would consider sunshine or rainbows?
Well, I just baked cookies last night. And I feel like it was so much fun to get the dough and roll it in my hands and place it and then bake them. And then I got to peek at them, see if they're ready, and if they're not, I got to put them back in. And then I haven't made cookies, baked my own cookies in so long that I had to ask myself, I'm like, wait, I remember something from when I was younger, and when you're baking cookies, they always look a little bit softer, and you can't overcook them, otherwise they'll come out like hockey pucks.
Yeah, that's fun. I mean, it's like an innocent, fun activity.
Yeah. A second example is, getting a fluffy blanket. I got myself a fluffy blanket this week, and I asked myself which color to get, and for some reason, my poppy, which is my grandpa who died years ago, but for some reason he came into my set and he said, get the yellow. So I said, okay, I'll get the
He
yellow.
came into what?
My mind.
Oh.
He came into my mind and he said, get the yellow. So I said, okay, Poppy, I'll get the yellow. And, that made me really happy. And, I have these cute little flower push pins on my vision board. And I just realized that if we take the time to kind of actually decide what kind of sunshine and rainbows we want, or we ever take the time to actually look around and see what kind of sunshine and rainbows we have brought into our lives, it's so beautiful. It's so freaking sweet and beautiful and cute, and it makes me happy.
Yeah, totally.
So when you think of sunshine and rainbows, Robert, what do you think about?
Well, while you were speaking earlier, I was thinking of there's a documentary on Hugh Hefner, and it's a great documentary on Amazon Prime. I actually really recommend it.
Okay.
It's like 8 or 10 episodes.
Ooh.
And in one of them, he is like rollerblading with all his girls outside, and he's like this 50-year-old man, and he's wearing, it's a costume party, and he's wearing this like giant, like I guess like a Native American like feather headdress, like down to his like waist, and he's just rollerblading, and I'm like, for real, like this is the guy, like he's running this like whatever $100 million company. I mean, Playboy just, skyrocketed. The story of how he started that company was amazing. How he raised funds, how he created the first issue, how it sold immediately, whereas Sports Illustrated took them 2 years to start profiting. He profited from the very first issue. Amazing business story. But in any case, that's a side note. But I'm just looking at this 50-year-old dude, like rollerblading with all of his girls and his friends and whatever, and I'm like, this is kind of like sunshine rainbows to me. Like this is like he's not, contrast that to other 50-year-olds who, whether they're in corporate America or whatever 9-to-5 job they have, they are not rollerblading with their friends in costumes. They are sitting in Zoom meetings, getting into these power struggles with other either coworkers or other people at other companies, and arguing about this, well, our financial reports for the third quarter, and we, I don't know what happened here, who's to blame for this, because our sales went down, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, man, this is not how I want to live.
Yeah. And even 50-year-olds who think that they, can't go rollerblading down the street with an Indian hat on. It's I feel like another form of non-sunshine and rainbows is putting yourself in a box and thinking that you have to be a certain person in order to, I guess, like, have fun in life, um and like be a little kid again, or like be who you want to be. I watched this movie the other night. It was about this family who went into a, it was like post apocalyptic, so everyone was like tattered and like there was no food. Finally, this weird guy comes out and he's like, I'm hosting a dinner party at my mansion. There will be food and dinner for everybody. And they're like, how does this guy have food? But anyways, they go and he's like, the show, it was dinner and a show, and he's like, the show won't be on the stage. The show will be in the mansion. And whatever you see is all part of the show. It may look real, but it's not. It's part of the show. So at the end of the movie, a whole bunch of stuff happened, and she finally got it, the one who was in danger, right? So she was trying to survive, she was trying to thrive. And something that the guy said to one of them was, you must create a character so strong, so inviting, so like that people just want to follow you. People want to see what happens. And when I thought of that, I thought, who gives a fuck who you are? Just create a character so strong that people want to follow you. People want to see what you're up to, right? You don't have to be put in some sort of box so that people will follow you. I mean, we can take Hugh Hefner as a beautiful example. You know, rollerblading down the road with all of his beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women wearing an Indian hat. Now, come on, who wouldn't want to go and see what that guy is up to? I would, you know?
Yeah, well, there's something strong that hits me when you talk about this character creation. I'm wondering what it is, even at the level of chakras, like maybe the words you're saying, this character creation, maybe it's opening up one of my third eye chakra or something like that, right? But it's a great question. It's like, can we create a character? Can we be the character of our choice? Can that character experience sunshine and rainbows? And what would that look like for us? It might not be the same for everybody, but what is sunshine and rainbows for your character?
Yeah. Yeah, completely agreed. And like, sunshine and rainbows for me, my character could be stepping outside in the morning to look at the changing color of leaves and smell the beautiful fresh air and see the morning sky. Like, that's sunshine and rainbows to me. Other people may find that stupid, right? That may not be sunshine and rainbows to them. Sunshine and rainbows to them could be smelling a plant. Smelling a plant, right? Like, it smells so good, right? But I feel like whatever sunshine and rainbows is to you, follow it. And if you're not getting sunshine and rainbows in your life, then don't follow it.
Yeah, there's just something that almost seems out of place when we encounter somebody who's like super happy, right? Not all the time, but like it could be a common reaction when people are like, hey, what's up with you? Why are you so happy? You know, why is it considered something abnormal? It should be something that should be the standard, that should be the norm.
Agreed. And it's funny because I pride myself in that. I've traveled, so many places around the world, and sometimes people just ask me, they're like, hey, can I ask you a question? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, why are you so happy? And I'm like, what do you mean? There's so much to be happy about. Like, there's so much to be smiling about and so much to be happy about. Like, why are you so disheveled? Why have you lost your smile? Why have you lost your ability to play? Why have you lost your ability to not give a fuck what other people think? Why have you lost your ability to just have a little more fun in life?
Yeah, there's two Disney movies I want to mention here
Hmm.
that have very meaningful and philosophical themes behind the surface, right? One of them is Peter Pan, and we're probably familiar with this whole concept of Peter Pan and the Lost Boys. If they go away to Neverland, and so they never age, they remain boys forever. They're in their childhood. But a detail that's often missed is when Peter goes and visits the children in their home. I think they're in London or something. Some of the first opening scenes is those children and their father and their mother, and the father and the mother are getting ready to go to some sort of banquet dinner or something for business. It seems like father is like trying to put his bow tie on. He's super stressed. He's getting really agitated, and he's like, I forgot, where is my bow tie? I can't find it. And the mother is like, I don't know where you left it, dear, and blah blah blah. And they're just they're hooked by the pendulum. Their energy is being completely run by anxiety and stress and fear and scarcity and all of these lower emotions. And I think that's what people don't notice, is that it sends a message about adulthood and about how they forgot how to enjoy the sunshine and the rainbows. And so they leave for their little banquet. Who flies in the window? Peter Pan. He wakes up the kids and goes, hey, let's come away to Neverland. He's rescuing them, saving them, taking them to this place where they'll never grow up and they'll never end up as those disgruntled adults who can't enjoy the sunshine and the rainbows.
I love that. That's definitely wonderful. What is your other one?
The other one is Mary Poppins, and that also has a very similar plot line in a philosophical sense. Obviously, it's about a different situation. It's about these children who are visited by a nanny who comes in on a flying umbrella out of nowhere. But just like Peter Pan enters, now what happens with the children in Mary Poppins is their father, his name is Mr. Banks, right? Which is no coincidence. It's a jab on adults being money hungry and materialistic, because Mr. Banks works at a bank and he's trying to just move up the corporate ladder at his bank. So what happens is they're looking for a nanny. All these nannies interview, none of them are satisfactory. In comes Mary Poppins on a flying umbrella from the sky. She says, okay, I'm going to be your nanny. She seems really like uptight and strict, and it's like, whoa, where does this come from? But then she starts taking these kids on adventures. They jump into chalk paintings on the sidewalk, and they go on all these magnificent, like, and fun and silly adventures. And she's showing them the sunshine and the rainbows that their parents can't show them, because their parents are obsessed with the bank and the money and all of those things, paying the bills, right? So that's another message. Like Peter Pan, it's another message about the importance of enjoying life and not falling into that trap of adulthood where you forget how to enjoy things.
I agree. I agree. And I feel like I get it. There's a certain amount of play for a, grown adult. But I feel like, so like when I go to 10X Growth Conference, for example, I mean, I remember I was there and sure, there were lots of people having drinks and, maybe getting a little bit of dance on. Um, and then there was me and my group who was laughing their fucking asses off. There were some people who were jumping into the pool with their clothes on. Like, and other people were kind of like looking at them like they were crazy, but still smiling, you know. But it's like, like how many people, if they felt okay, would actually walk around in their bikini, would actually jump into the pool with their full nice suit on, or their full cute outfit on, or their full blazer on, right? Like, how many people, I mean, maybe not the blazer, maybe I'd take off the blazer, I will say, but but like in general, like there were probably a lot of people who wanted to get a little bit more crazy and let out their fun free side, but felt like they couldn't. And I feel like that's something that we need more of. I mean, even sometimes I'm not that person. Like, even sometimes maybe I'm having a bad day and I decide that I don't want to be the light for everybody. And I feel like it would be wonderful if there were someone similar to me who also enjoyed the freer side of life to come and take me out of my place and be like, hey, come on, it's chill. And, you know, at that point, I would see, you know, and I would be like, you know what? Hell yeah. Like, hell yeah. Let's have fun. We're at a business conference, you know, like we're learning how to grow our beautiful, beautiful businesses. Let's have some fucking fun. Let's get a little fucking.
Yeah,
Who cares what other people think?
it's kind of like that LMFAO band, the music group. It's like party rockin'. I always liked that music video for some reason. It just always grabbed me and struck a positive, pleasant chord in me
Hmm.
because they just seem like they're having so much fun. Like party rockin' to the whatever the song goes, right? And just the way that they're walking down the street. Another good example is like Austin Powers. I don't know if you're familiar with that film, but the Austin Powers series, when I was young, like 13 years old or whatever, when it came out, my aunt brought me and my cousin to the movie theaters to see it in the theaters. That opening scene is a parade, and he's just in the most silly fashion, just like prancing down the street, leading this parade in Austin Powers style, doing backflips and just making funny faces. And my aunt is cracking up. She is loving it. And she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, this guy. She's like Mike Myers. She's like, right. But I loved to see her in that mental space.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that. I was like, she's just kind of really, she's digging it. She's like loving this expression and the freeness, the
Mm-hmm.
freedom, like the silliness. I was like, this is so cool. I like it.
I love that. I love to see people smiling at movies like that too. It makes me so happy. So, did you notice that the scenario you just described, he was leading the parade. Everybody followed this character, not because they necessarily wanted to be exactly like him, but because he sparked something in them that said, I want to be more sunshine and rainbows. The whole entire parade was following this kooky guy who's making these funny faces, who's doing backflips. Why? Because he created a character so enveloping, so interesting that people wanted to follow him. And I feel like, yeah, movies just have so many messages hidden for us.
That's great. This leads us into power question of the day. So I think that a great question to ask ourselves is, what character are we capable of being? What character are we capable of being? Because I think there's a character just inches away, just right around the corner, that we can step into. And when we step into that, we might encounter more sunshine and rainbows. We might encounter more freedom of expression. We might encounter more authenticity. But let's make it happen and see what results.
Yeah. And I love that question. And I also actually have a program coming out called Character Creation, where I take you through how to create your own character in life. I use the movie method and the video game method. So that's fun. If you guys want to reach out to me, you babes, you legends, you want to reach out to me, my Instagram is Soul Designed Future. Soul is in like your soul. Very easy to find. But yes, I completely agree with that. And even if you think you already have your character made out, I think that this question would be great for you to go deeper into this power question of the day. You know, who is that character that you want to be? Who is that character that you are 100% capable of being because God gave you everything that you needed? And in Robert's sense, reality gave you everything that you needed, you know? So you have everything that you need to be whatever character you want.
Yeah, very well said. And that's dope. I encourage everybody to check out your Instagram, Soul Designed Future. And thank you all for watching and listening. We wish you the best results in stepping into your new character. And we'll see you all next week. Did you find at least one gold nugget in today's episode? Then please like and subscribe and share it with a friend. And finally, if you're looking for a community of like-minded people, join our free Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/enterthemind.